Good morning, everybody. So my name is Meinhard Benn. I'm the founder of a tech startup, so I look a bit more techy maybe than most speakers today. So what we're doing is something to do with a very modern or kind of a nice technology called blockchain technology, and we use it to build what we call pocket change for the web. Very small kind of amounts of money on the web that is very easy to use, and you can just spend it on content. I'm going to go into that now. So generally on the web, we have content plus advertising. That's the accepted monetization model. There's a slight problem there. Users don't like ads, right? I don't know about you in the room here. If you like all these flashy ads and like they slow down your computer and your mobile and so on and so forth. And the reaction is that people put up what is called an ad blocker. It's a software that you install on your phone or on your device to not show ads. It kind of blocks out all the ads. You see all the websites without ads, which is wonderful. It's very fast. But of course, the publishers have a small problem there because they need to monetize through these ads, and they can't do that if you block them. And we have ad blocking of up to 58% in some markets. So like almost 2/3 or more than half of the people do not see the ads. And this is becoming a huge problem for publishers, of course. So globally, we are around 11%, and in Germany, we have 29% of people that block ads and don't see ads. And so what's happening in response to that? We have these so-called paywalls coming up. So it's basically you come to a website, and it shows you the screen to select like a plan, like a monthly plan or subscription. And for these 4 websites, yeah, sorry, this is all in euros. We're from Berlin, or we're mostly operating in Berlin. I hope that's fine with Brexit and all. So you're expected to pay up to 80 euros a month for these 4 newspapers alone, like American newspapers. And it's pretty clear that no one is actually going to do that for all these newspapers. You might pick one, your favorite one, but if you want to read content of the others, you can't do that. And that's really a problem. And a lot of revenue for these newspapers is getting lost. And in addition to that fact, it's also that 99% of all paywalls have bad user experience. So it's quite difficult to use them. You have to sign up for each website. You have to put in your shoe size. They want so much data, 4 pages of forms. You don't want that. And you can actually quote me on that. I looked at a lot of these paywalls, and I checked them out. This slide used to say 100%, but there are in the recent years, in the recent 2-3 years, there are some nice developments which made it better, but still there's a long way to go. And an alternative to these subscriptions are micropayments, meaning that you pay just for what you see on the web or what you see on a website, one article or one page or one video. And the issue here is that the payment fees using traditional payment rails is up to 10 to 30%. Sorry, 10 to 30 cents plus a percentage. Meaning if you want to sell something for 10 cents or 20 or even 50 cents, it's not really feasible financially just because of the payment fees for the traditional payment rails. So that's why, in essence, you can say that sending 1 cent over the internet, or 1 penny, if you will, is still impossible in the year 2017, which for me as a technician is outrageous. It's just a few bytes of data that need to be transferred, and then value could be transferred, but it's still not really possible because the traditional payment methods don't really allow that. And that's why we came up with our solution, what we call frictionless nanopayments. And frictionless means there's really no user friction. We have one user wallet or one wallet that you can use to spend very small amounts, just like your wallet in your pocket, to see content on a website that you're interested in, and just that, and then kind of move on to the next website. Especially the younger crowd, the millennials, need such a payment method on the web. And nanopayments, so micropayments are quite small. Everything considered, everything below $10, 10 euros is considered a micropayment. We go 1,000 times smaller to the nano area of payments, so we can transact a cent or a penny or even less than that. That's kind of unheard of at the moment on the web. And nano is 1 cent or less, so very, very small payments. And why that is important, I'll get into a little bit later as well. And let's just look at the user experience, which is a very, very important part of our whole product, because micropayments were tried often. They usually didn't fail because people don't want to pay for like small things or like don't want to pay small amounts for things on the web. But the user experience is usually quite an overhead, so the mental transaction cost is higher than what you actually want to buy. And so that's what it looks like on a mobile website. It just works on a mobile in the browser. And it sort of shows content on the website, and we were lucky enough to have Master Investor as the first website that ever tried us out at the beginning of last year. And the content is sort of hidden, and the individual content elements can be paid for individually for very small amounts. In this case, I think we have 1 or 2 cents for each content item. You click on them, and they reveal just in place. So kind of you click on it, it reveals, and you make individual payments for small sections of a website. And the whole system doesn't need a sign-up, so you will never have to enter a password or an email address or anything. Just as you do with cash in your pocket. You walk into a shop, put 10 cents on the counter, and you walk out again after you bought something. So we tried to put that user experience to the web, or we did actually put that user experience to the web. It doesn't need any download, so you don't need to download a special app or extension to your browser or anything. You just use your existing browser, Safari or Chrome or whatever you have on your phone, or on your Android phone or iOS, or on your desktop device, and you can just start using our system. And you also don't need to click. I mean, we have a system, or we have a setting that's called autopay, and then small payments of 1 penny or 1 cent for one website just roll in the background, but they will sort of make it possible to have a website without advertising. So just imagine that you read an article, you're not distracted by blinking things and things that might slow down your computer and drain your battery. Yeah, so we are also combining access to content with the payment. So usually these things are sort of separated. You click on something, then you go through the payment checkout, and then you can see the final product, the final digital product. We combine that in one step. You click on it, you pay, and then it will be shown right on your screen, like a video, for example, will be started instantly after payment. The whole thing works across websites, so you have one wallet for all websites that you visit that support SatoshiPay. So a website has to integrate us for accepting SatoshiPay payments. And we support a broad range of content types. So text, audio, video, PDFs, ebooks, all this, basically every file type that you find on the internet, we can put a price tag to it and monetize it. So potentially that's like billions of transactions every minute or every hour for sure on the web, because files are transacted all the time on the web, like, every day. We have a publisher dashboard. So we have a publisher dashboard, of course, because the publishers get very valuable data out of these sales. And we also have a WordPress plugin. So WordPress is a software that powers around 26% of the web by being a freely available software, and potentially 26% of the web can use our plugin already, or our payment technology already, with just a few clicks, and they don't need to pay someone to integrate it. They can just integrate it themselves. And we also have an open API, an open interface for software developers to integrate our payment technology into their content management system or their whatever website they have. We are very transparent about this. We believe in the API economy, so-called API economy of transacting machines that can just integrate with each other. Business model is fairly straightforward, a 10% transaction fee, and it's free for the consumer. And the traction so far, we have 360 publishers signed up, 35,000 user wallets were generated, and we were working with Visa actually on a proof of concept project. The average payment amount has been 5 cents. And as a company, we collected a total funding of 1.4 million, so it has been quite successful. And one of our investors here, Blue Star, is in the room right now. They also have a stall here. Stall, I believe, what was it? 67, if you want to talk to them. Also, Jim Mellon is an investor. We're immensely proud about that. And Blue Star, I mentioned already, Consilium Group as well, based here in London. And a Chinese investor, the Huiyin Group from Shanghai. Axel Springer, huge media company, is also an investor of our company. So the future, we will integrate more top-up methods, like you would be able to top up with PayPal or like credit cards and so on and so forth. And we also have website user payments. That means that you can, basically a website can pay a user to do something on their website. So it's not a one-way system, it's actually small amounts both ways. And this will allow the monetization of your personal data, the so-called Me2B space, meaning you can sell just an email address or your shoe size to a website. They can make you customized offers. They still don't know your name, but they get some personal data that's worth something to them, and they can make you personalized offers based on that, or you can translate one line of text. So micro work is also possible using our Nanopayment technology. So we'll also have a low-level API, so you can integrate us into machine-to-machine payments on the IoT. So billions of transactions are expected there. And that's potentially a huge space that we'll enter this year as well, with putting our technology on small little machines that you can plug into other machines. Super exciting space. So that's me for now, and you can visit us at stand 24, and you can tweet us right here. Thank you very much.